with me will always be tight. Family every single day and night. Even when you start to acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do.
Hey guys, welcome to the Goddess Tea podcast.
My name is Nani.
And my name is Jenna. She is my son's stepmom.
And yes, we are friends. Yes, we get along. We have been getting along. We want you guys to experience this journey with us too, because we're learning.
Yeah, it's a learning experience. We're probably one of the very few people who can co-parent like we do.
Like sis.
I think what we're doing is setting a good example. We're not gonna sugarcoat shit on here. We're just gonna keep it 100 and uncut.
But stay tuned. What?
I need like a cup of tea for this.
The tea is always necessary. So welcome everyone to our podcast.
This is our first podcast
ever.
And, we're still figuring it out, so
bear with us.
No.
Please bear with us.
So yeah.
So we're definitely excited to be announcing. We waited such last minute, but I feel like I work better under pressure.
Oh my god, so do I. We definitely procrastinated. Like we literally just got
so bad
this past week.
We were YouTubing earlier how to figure this out. How are we gonna record?
I was trying to figure out how do we open Skype, and we didn't even end up using Skype.
We didn't even need Skype. Shout out to Zencaster.
Okay.
Because we were gonna do GarageBand, but it was looking like a whole studio set up. You know, I thought I was gonna rap or something. That was ridiculous.
I swear with the headphones.
I felt like it was a new, like a studio.
You never know. Maybe.
Okay, so Jenna, how we met each other?
Okay, well, we met. We kind of knew of each other in high school, and like we always like had each other on our social media.
On social media.
People don't really know, but Nani and I like are really close friends. We get along pretty well. Bro, we roasted the fuck out of each other.
We went in.
I swear to God.
We went in on Twitter.
We really did. Like
that's where the beef took most place, and that's why a lot of people didn't know so much about it.
Yeah, like,
but the
honestly,
ones that
like,
on Twitter knew.
I really just tried to stay away from it, like, because, like, I gotta be honest, bro, like, I was just so drained, and I really wasn't trying to, like, beef or nothing. I think, honestly, it was really more, like, other people who were starting the beef between us, because, like, they would make it, I don't know, like...
I don't think it got too far until that situation with your sister.
You're right. In the very beginning, like, it was kind of just, like, us subtweeting each other.
Yeah, like subliminals or stuff like that.
And then, I don't remember what exactly happened, but I remember something happened that, I think my sister or somebody, or one of my homegirls, I think it might have been Maggie, somebody tweeted something. Somewhere, I don't know, something happened. I don't remember exactly what it was.
It was about with a situation that happened with Sergio. So Kelly was like, your sister had shared it and like basically laughing about the situation.
Oh my God. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. So whatever.
So then I, of course, you know, I interfered because like I felt like I was like, okay, I've had enough. Like I think I let a lot of slide. Like you can talk about me as much as you want, but when you talk about my, you know, like my family, you know, that's when I was like, okay, now it's gone. It's gone too far.
I do remember that, but I thought I could have sworn there was something else that happened.
I know it wasn't like that problem wasn't even with you. So like I know you got into it because of course that's your sister, you know, your younger sister.
Yeah, I really don't remember much about all that. I do remember that it ended up like becoming about like between you and I guess.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like you said, like I got into it. I just don't remember exactly like how I got into it. I must have like said something slick or some shit like that.
I don't. Oh, I think. Oh, I know that I had texted you like, "Hey, what's the problem with your sister?" And then you were like, "Oh, well, you know, we've been hearing that you've been posting stuff." And so I was like, well, like we have
I
each
actually
other's
completely forgot
number.
about that. Cause there was
Yeah,
like honestly, guys, like there was a couple of times like
that we went at it.
yeah, like and then like we would like make up or whatever, and then like we would still be like with the subliminals,
Yeah,
and so like we would end up arguing again, and I think that happened like 2 or 3 times.
it did. It sure did. And then it was like when it got to that really bad point where it was like, all right, now I don't trust. Well, you didn't trust Leo around, because I mean, I feel you as a mother. I wouldn't want my child around someone who felt such a strong way towards me. You get me? Like,
Yeah,
I felt
yeah.
cautious about it too. So I kind of understood. So when I like took a step back and I realized that it was hurting Sergio, I was like, okay, no, I need to definitely apologize.
World of issues because now like you're beefing with somebody that you have to deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it just causes so many other problems, and like I
Really.
don't know, but I remember one of those times like we really like went into each other.
And then, how are you guys cool? And it's like, well, we know what we said about each other. So it's like, like,
Yeah, I mean,
what I
it wasn't
said.
nothing. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
nothing said behind each other's backs. You know what I mean? Like we laid it
yeah,
all, we laid it all out for each other on Twitter.
for each
So,
other, for sure. So it wasn't nothing that she didn't know and nothing I didn't know.
so yeah,
But it definitely did start with when I apologized because we couldn't see Leo. And it was like definitely like it hit,
yeah,
it hit for sure.
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
So then, of course, like I apologized, and then we would text each other. I'd send you a video of Leo, or you send me a video of Leo, or we'd say something funny that Leo, because Leo, mind you, Leo is hilarious. By far the
I
hilarious
know.
4-year-old I know.
He really
But
is.
we definitely text each other like, oh, he said this, he said that. And the next thing you know, it'd be like stuff that we went through when we were younger, like, like the drama we went through with like other people and
Actually, like no lie, like I think we actually started really like talking like like talking like when I forgot what it was, but it was something that had to do with astrology. Like we're both really into astrology. So I don't remember. I think you
I
said
think we
something about your moon sign or some shit like that. And we
I think
started
it
getting into
started off
that.
with Leo. I think we brought up Leo being an Aries.
Oh yeah. That it must have been
Yes.
something like that. Yeah.
And then we got into the Aries discussion, and then I was like, oh, I'm a Leo, and then you're a Libra, and then come to find out our moon signs are like the opposite but the same. So like you're Leo moon and I'm Libra moon.
Yeah,
So it's
so
like, oh, that's why we went hard at each other's neck.
I swear, like our charts are like crazy. Like when we looked
Like,
at it, like when we compared it, it was like my sun sign is Libra, my moon sign's Leo, my Mercury sign I think is Libra, and then hers was like the complete like she said the complete opposite, like the same. So hers is the Leo sun, the Libra moon, and
Libra
then
moon.
the Leo Mercury or something like that.
That was definitely like whole shit. That's why we went at it. That's why we were petty. Now I
Yes.
understand. Because it was like, okay, all right, you tried it. It's like, that was a good one. That was a good one.
No, like deadass. No, yeah, we went on it for a while. Like, no lie, like we were
I think
going
like a
at it for a
year.
minute.
It had to have been a year.
No, yeah, it
Actually.
definitely. No, yeah, you're right. It definitely was. It was like kind of like a year because that was around the time like a year prior to us like making up was around
Yeah.
the time like I started getting the fucking screenshots. Thank you, Jackie, from your fucking Facebook about child support and shit like that. Remember you
Yeah.
ended up telling me that like it was directed at like
Yeah.
at
Myself,
first.
my
I was
brother-in-law.
I
Yeah.
was gonna
My
say it, but I
brother.
was like maybe I shouldn't.
No, yeah. I mean, and there was a lot of other stuff too. Like I would be in reference, I'd say like exes or something like that, and I'd be like, of course she's gonna take a year in ex, but it was like,
Yeah.
no, I put you in such a different category. Like, so
Yeah, I know.
you
Like
know, like
now that like we're as cool as we are, and I think back on it, I'm like, damn, like she definitely was directing that at somebody else. Like, but I don't know. I
like
guess like we had so many people instigating.
yeah,
Like you would always tell me like everybody wanted it to be a problem, and I think like you're right. Like because everybody enjoys like that
The
like the
drama.
drama, you know what I mean? Like people
Yeah.
are like addicted to the drama and the gossip, and like that's another reason like why what we're doing is so cool, because it's like doing it but like in a positive way.
We're breaking that stereotype.
Exactly, there you go. That's the perfect way to describe it. Like,
And I honestly
yes.
feel like this will only work if, that person is no longer in love with that person. You get me? Because it's like,
Yes,
then it
that
will
plays
never
a
work
big
out.
part. Yeah, like that's something like we have to discuss, because that plays a huge role, and like
For sure. That's for
um
that. We're going to save that for another day because that's another tea for itself. Like, for
we
sure.
are we gonna save it for another day?
We definitely save that for a holiday.
A holiday. Okay, so
But we were talking about
oh
how
girl.
people are like kind of like instigating things and taking things the wrong way. But like I said, I put you in a different category. So like, yeah, you were an ex, but it's like you're not an ex. You're the mother of his son. You're the Leo's mom. So it's like, why would I put you in that belittling category?
Yeah, like I get that now, but I guess back then, yeah, like I
Or
said,
even
like
baby mama. Like I'll just be like, oh, Leo's mom.
yeah. So like I have this experience, but like flipped around like the other way with somebody else, since I'm dating somebody that has a child from like
Right.
a previous relationship.
I think that plays a key into our friendship and relationship too, because it's like you're a stepmom and you're a mom.
Yeah,
I think the last it wasn't even an argument. It was just like a misunderstanding of a situation that happened that we actually got to text each other, like two grown adult women and mothers at that, and get to the bottom of the situation.
we did address like a lot of things between us. Eventually, I think at first it was kind of, I don't know, like there was still, I guess, tension. Like I mean, that's just how it would have been with anybody,
Because you don't
because
know
we
if it's
went through.
genuine. You
Yeah,
don't know if it's
exactly.
genuine.
Like at first, like I can definitely say like I didn't really trust you, like, and that's one thing like that we have to talk about, because that's something like that ties into like the challenges of like co-parenting and stuff like
Co-parenting.
that, and especially like of like having a friendship with somebody that you co-parent with. Like trust is like, you know, I guess,
A big part
yeah, it's a big part of it, and it's hard like to trust somebody in the beginning, especially after
with your child at that.
especially after, I mean, like that's not really what I meant like more like friendship wise, especially
Oh,
after
okay.
us like going through like what we went through in the
And the
beginning.
things that were said, I understand.
So I
Because it's like, okay,
feel
well.
yeah,
And
honestly, this is like the one of the first times we bring it up since like all
yeah,
that happened,
actually,
which I mean is kind of cool because you guys get to hear like our honest like reactions to like everything that went on back then.
everything, because there's like, once it happened, we apologized and we moved on.
Yeah, so that was more than a year ago already.
Yeah, so we never like actually sat down and said, okay, this is how I took it. This is how you took it. This
No,
is,
like I think when we started becoming friends, like that as like I was saying earlier, like it like hurt me to like think about it, like because I'm that way. Like I don't know, like I'm like I'm a Libra, so I don't like to hurt people's feelings when like we're friends and we're cool, whatever. So I
yeah,
definitely like never like we never brought that, and then she's a Libra moon, so like we really never like ever brought it up again.
I agree. Because it was like, okay, let's not even say that this was even brought up, but it's like, that's why, like, with this podcast, I'm like, so this is an outline. I was like, whatever we feel like we don't really agree on, we can edit. But I mean, so far we've been really open with each other.
Yeah, and we're being like really open with you guys. Like I feel like that's an important part of like what we're doing is like giving you guys transparency so you guys can relate to us, and that's basically like the whole idea of us doing this is
Right. Like, you have to understand, like, we're two different women at the end of the day. So it's like, you as a mom, you have your views, and I have to respect that. So I have to, say, hey, is this okay, or is this okay for Leo, or I'll text you for advice towards Leo.
Yeah.
So it's like important to have a relationship with you. And then like with Sergio, I mean, in the beginning, he found it a little bit creepy. He was like, "What?" Because it
Yeah.
was just mainly about Leo in the beginning.
Yeah, I can
And then
vouch.
next thing you know, we're texting gifs and like cracking our ass.
Oh
Or,
my gosh.
did I just say
swear.
cracking? We're laughing our ass.
We're cracking up. You're gonna say cracking up and laughing my ass off.
Yeah, at the same
I
time,
keep
we're cracking our ass.
cracking my ass off. All right, guys, get ready for the merch. This is cracking my ass off.
Cracking my ass.
No, I'm kidding. It's so ugly.
We'd figure something,
Maybe we might roll with it. Fuck it. I don't know.
right?
If we can find a way to make it cute, we'll definitely roll with it.
For sure.
So,
Oh my god.
So I've been thinking about doing a YouTube channel, and I one day on Twitter, I forgot what I tweeted. I was like, all right, if I make a Twitter, who would tune into all my chisme and drama and shit?
I seen it. I was like, yo, no way. I was just telling Nayeli about this. Like, what?
So yeah, she texted me and she was telling me that her and my cousin's wife were gonna do a podcast together, and like they they wanted me to join them. I forget what ended up happening, but for some reason Nayeli couldn't do it.
Yeah,
with
she's
us.
going to school, so she, has a lot of time. She doesn't have a lot of time, unfortunately.
So yeah, so it's just us two now. But it ended up working out because the whole theme of when we first decided to do this, like we really didn't have like a theme. Like we knew
A
we
theme,
wanted
right?
it to be like tea related because we're always that's another thing. We have to tell them about our theme.
A tea. The name is like the goddess tea. Okay, so tea. The word tea to us is just so like key because it's like we text each other with a tea mug, like the coffee mug,
Yeah, so
and
like
then next thing you know, the googly eyes would follow, and
whenever
then
yeah, I know, right? We have to put like a screen recording of
yes, and then the gifs would pop up.
So, all right. I think I started calling her my tea buddy because like gossiping. We're
Yes,
going out. We're basically gossiping. And so before, like, to inform one another, like to announce that we were about to spill some tea, we would send each
yeah.
other teacups or like gifts with the like of people drinking tea.
Yo,
Like,
it's
the
gifts.
coffee.
I thought it was gifs. What the
Gifts.
fuck?
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. I don't
No,
know.
wait, guys, let us know. I need to know
Somebody
if I'm
tell us.
saying it wrong. Is it gifts or gifs?
For real,
I
comment
don't know.
gifts or comment. Wait.
Comment for gifts or comment for gifs. No, I think you said it right because gifs kind of sounds like with the J. No, I don't know.
If you think it's pronounced like gifs,
Listen,
can you comment it with a J for us, please?
for the Spanish speaking people, gifs
And if in the comments like ha 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 with the J.
with the J. I hate those.
Oh my god, Nani, no. We love you
Like
guys.
what?
We don't discriminate. We love everybody.
I meant I didn't hate the people. I hate the phrase.
We just don't like the J's.
That's crazy. Is both of our names start with a J.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
That's crazy as hell.
That's our theme. That's why like we chose the goddess tea because we are tea buddies. Like I would always even write like on my Twitter, oh like my tea buddy.
When I first started to talk to Sergio, I didn't really want to like be involved in it. I didn't want to. I dealt already with the baby mama drama before, so I was like, I didn't want to go through that again. So I was just like, let me just keep my distance. They can co-parent. That's them. And then I think I remember one time we had just got back from Oklahoma, and I guess he wanted to keep Leo an extra day or two, but you weren't having it at all because I guess he just got back, so it's like he wasn't used to it, or Leo wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
So then it was like, okay, now he's trying to like react a certain way in text messages, and I'm like, you're just gonna make things worse. Like, don't text those things, don't say those things, because at the end of the day, that's still Leo's mom. And it was just like, you know what? Let me just start being the one to text. So I would start texting you like if it was him, just so it could be, you know, not professional, but more like with manners and
Yeah.
respect.
Yeah, like you guys, like you gotta understand, like we're all young, like we're still like figuring shit out. Nani like had experience already with things like this, so she felt like it was best that she communicate for us. And honestly, like it just made, like I think I said that earlier, it just made all the difference, because if he was feeling some type of way, like I wouldn't know it, and vice versa, because she would communicate for us. And
Right.
yeah, like that just saved us a lot of problems. And eventually I even started doing that, like in my own relationship, because I feel it saves my fiance a lot of problems
It does,
also.
but then it's a problem because sometimes that person doesn't want to go for it.
Oh yeah, there's that too. Like,
There's that
you
situation
have
that
to
you're
be,
going through.
look, dealing with shit like this. You have to be willing to want to make it work. You have to be
Right.
willing to like put your pride aside every once in a while.
If you see
And
Lifetime with that person, you have to, because that person, regardless, that's the mother of,
yeah, like
that
you're
child.
not gonna get away from them, and they're, especially if, obviously, if you guys are engaged and you're getting married and it's a serious relationship, hello, they're not going anywhere. Like,
Right.
you should want to get along with somebody that you have to deal with for that long. You know what I mean?
And I mean, I understand also where you came from, where you weren't right away off the bat wanting to be friends, because Sergio has had a lot of just like these little
Yeah, like without
flings, these little
getting like too
wannabe little
much
relationships.
into that, like it was just like, honestly, guys, like you gotta understand, like we were young when we split up, like, our,
Yeah.
that was a long time ago, and we were still both emotionally immature. So like it was just a lot of like him trying to get back at me with people that I knew.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like also like what played a role in like me feeling the way I did towards you, because even though like it wasn't your fault, like I felt like, because in the past, like prior to you, he had already like talked to so many people that like we mutually knew, and it was kind of like
No.
embarrassing
Yeah.
to me because they knew me.
Cross that line.
So like I felt in the, almost like in the beginning, like I felt kind of like it was just another one of his like games, like to try to
Yeah.
get at me. I think in the beginning he even asked me like if I felt it disrespectful, and I told him straight up like that's not my business. Like
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with me. Like, do you, like, whatever.
And I think that came up because I was very persistent in the beginning, where I was like, no, like I know her, like there's no
Yeah,
way, like
okay, that's what he said. He was like, "Oh, like somebody and I are talking, but they feel like they don't want to be like disrespectful towards you. Like they feel like I should, or I don't know, something like that." And I was just like,
yeah.
"Ooh," I was like, "Who are you talking about?" And when he said, he was like, "I really wasn't expecting it," and I was just like, "Oh, well, like that's not like
I didn't expect it
that's
myself
not
either,
really
I
any of
promise.
my business." Like I felt like, as long as he didn't say somebody like my best friend or some shit like that, you know what I mean? Like that's really what I was like thinking about. Like I wasn't
Yeah.
thinking about, like somebody else. I was just like, oh, okay. See other bitches who like I didn't know from a can of paint, like posting my son. Like I don't know. That to me
I
is just
remember that.
creepy.
I remember that vividly.
It's very creepy when you do things like that. Guys, don't do things like that.
Putting him in the bio and all, like,
Especially like if the relationship is not serious, like that's just creepy. Please don't do
and,
that.
and speaking of, like I think you should, as a step parent, I think you should always ask for permission before posting someone's child.
Yeah.
Out
I
of like
mean,
respect,
really, the
because
only
like,
issue I had with that before, like, not even, like, I'm not even gonna say it was with you, because I don't think, like, it ever really bothered me when you did it. Maybe in the beginning, I don't know, but really, like, it only bothered me with the one person who did that, like, before.
yeah.
I'm talking about the picture that the you, if we can edit this out, that the girl, remember the girl that Sergio was dating posted of Leo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, she's calling him his son, her son.
Oh my god,
I
I don't
remember
remember
when she
that part,
tried.
but bitch, what the fuck? Maybe
She
that was
did.
why.
She did.
That's probably what pissed me off. Okay, so yeah, so like some girl, like maybe we should just say it, fuck it. Some girl that Sergio was dating was like posting pictures of my son and like I guess saying her son, which I really didn't remember that part about it. I just remember being mad about the picture, but it makes sense that she said her son because the pictures I'm sure like didn't really bother me. Like I'm thinking about it now, like that really isn't something that would bother me. So that like was really like that really infuriated me because just like bitch like don't even do that. Like don't even do that. So yeah, guys, that's creepy. Don't do that, please.
It is. It is. I mean, out of just respect, because some people just don't like.
And that's another thing I was
don't
gonna
like
say.
that.
Sorry to interrupt you, but yeah, Nani definitely did ask me before if she can post pictures of my baby,
Yes.
which is cool. And you should probably do things like that. But I mean that just never bothered me. If she was posting pictures of Leo and like saying my son, the captions you post like I think are cute and they're appropriate. Like you know what I mean?
Sergio and I started talking. We were starting to get serious. She would be commenting under Leo's picture.
Oh no.
Exactly.
Um.
The bitch get out of here. Hashtag.
Get out of here. Don't put me on the shirt.
Don't.
No.
She followed me. She actually.
Bro.
I think I even told you. I sent you a screenshot. Like what? Like last year, where she, mind you, she has a man and all. She sent.
Oh my god, not
She
enough.
sent Sergio a friend request, and I had to put that on blast.
That shit was
Like,
hilarious.
You have some nerves that we didn't answer for you in this podcast today. Let us know, DM us, write a comment, ask us a question, and we'll definitely answer it in the next video. Remember, today is our rough. We have a lot in store, like a lot. We have actually thought about collaborating with a psychologist and helping expose fake friends.
Oh yeah,
So,
that's gonna be pretty cool.
Pretty awesome. We'll have special guests too. So we'll have people with their own drama, not drama, but their own, like situations and their own opinions, their own experience.
Yeah, even in our Q&A, like there's a couple people who asked us for advice, so we're actually gonna respond to like their like I guess their questions in our Q&A, which is gonna be
Yes,
because it has a lot to do with what our theme is, which is basically like co-parenting and all that. So.
And maybe one day we will go, like live and answer questions on the spot. But we do want to get into, hopefully one day, into the Q&As that we've been having and the questions of should exes be allowed at funerals.
That was a really good question.
We got a lot of feedback on that one.
We really did. I think that was the one would be. I think there was one other that we got a lot of.
For sure, we had a lot of different opinions. You guys have to stay tuned to find out what we think, and we're definitely gonna be reading those comments out. We're gonna express our opinions on the comments, and we just have so much in store. We plan on doing this all year, just to see how it goes. So we hope that you guys stay tuned and stay connected with us as well.
Yeah, guys, definitely
have patience too.
Or it's gonna be in a video form since it's gonna be on YouTube. So like this video and subscribe and hit your post notifications button so that you get notified when we make a new video and that we don't miss out on the tea.
So you definitely need to have your tea ready because we'll be serving all year.
Next time on the Goddess Tea podcast. Disrespect her by not even acknowledging the apology, like she was nobody. I need to be the bigger person. That causes a whole world of issues. You're beefing with somebody that you have to deal with. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They even got physical.
I don't know if I should go into that. You aren't going to get to see until her and I fight.
I feel like there's a certain point where you just kind of tolerate some shit.
I was with it. I was like, what's up? When I would business. The unproblematic baby mama, and then the baby mama who's, a baby
Somehow.
mama.